So this guy 3 years ago called the idea of childhood innocence an example of mythology. Oh, it's just a myth, childhood innocence. So he's attacking the idea of childhood innocence, and he claims that, ready? I hope you're sitting down. If you're driving, pull over. I'm kidding. But he claims toddlers are not too young for sexuality discussion. All right. Now, again, did we mention that he's a pre-kindergarten teacher and early childhood professor? There he is. And he claimed that childhood teachers should introduce children to gender ideology. There you go. One of the motives. Get them into this gender confusion and introduce that as early as possible. And he says at the youngest ages. So his name is William Villalpando. Villalpando, or it's Villalpando. Sometimes they pronounce the L's as Y. Let's just say Villalpando. He works at Santa Ana College in California, where he teaches early childhood development. You know, that's another shocking thing here, Katie Petrick, that if you think about some of these teachers going in to the school already having their motive to do this, to indoctrinate kids to this gender surrender movement, this ideology, early childhood development teachers, and they're thinking, okay, this is prime, I can get in there. They're just developing these young children. Isn't that scary to think about that they would actually some purposely do that?
Well, that's called dedication in their minds, because they want to get your kids as young as possible. Mm-hmm. And I've been saying it for several years now. We had kindergarten, 5 years old, the schools get your kids. And then all of a sudden 4K became such a popular thing. Oh, now at age 4, the schools can get your kids. And now it's 3K. At the age of 3, the schools can get your kids. I am convinced that they are going to start attaching schools to hospitals. So as soon as your kid gets popped out, your kid will be in school the very next day. You'll get your vaccines, and then the kid will be in school the next day. Because that's what they are trying to do in a lot, specifically with this case, with Willie, as he goes by. He wants the children as young as possible so he can teach them the ways that he wants to see the world, not the ways that the world actually is. He wants to ruin that childhood innocence, and that's why he's attacking this idea. He's trying to get that idea of childhood innocence out of your minds so that your kids won't even know what they're missing out on. This is their new childhood of what it should be. And so he posts on his own social media accounts, his Instagrams and all that.
Can we talk about childhood innocence?
Yes, he put, can we talk about childhood innocence? And he said, there is this common mythology that children live in this world of pure innocence, and that by introducing or exposing them to the real world, adults are somehow shattering this illusion for them. Therefore, there is a banning of topics and issues that children should not be exposed to, as if they are not experiencing them already. He doesn't want you, parents, to try and keep that innocence in the children. He wants your children.